Hello, welcome to the Higher Digital Literacy series made in partnership with the St. Paul Neighborhood Network. In this video, we'll be giving you an introduction to creating and using a Zoom account to join and host meetings on your computer or mobile device. Some quick background: Zoom is a computer application used for video conferencing. It's a very powerful tool for checking in with family, connecting with coworkers, and even having a doctor's appointment or a job interview, all without leaving your home. To use Zoom, all you need is an internet connection or cell phone data connection, and either a computer, smartphone, or tablet with a webcam. You don't need an account to access basic Zoom features, but it is free to sign up, and creating an account will make things a little easier. With Zoom's free account, you can schedule meetings with up to 100 people for up to 40 minutes. To host longer meetings, you would need a paid account. In the next few sections, we'll talk about creating an account and look at some of the basic and advanced controls you have as a participant or a host. Feel free to follow along with your Zoom account, pause the video, and rewind as you need to. To start by going to the Zoom website, you can either type in zoom.com or zoom.us in your web browser. Both will bring you to this page where you should see Sign Up for an Account in the top right corner. After clicking that, you may be asked for your birth date. This info won't be stored in your account, it's just Zoom making sure you're over 16 and allowed to make an account. From this page, you can see that there are 4 different ways to create your account and sign into Zoom. The first is just by using your existing Google account info. When you click on the Google icon down here, you'll be asked to sign into or select your Google account, and using that, your Zoom account will be instantly created and linked to that email address. Similarly, another option is to link Zoom to your Facebook account and create an instant account using that information. You can use SSO or single sign-on credentials if you're making this account as a part of a business and you have their domain info. Otherwise, you can use an email address and password to create a new account from scratch. After typing in your email address, you'll be sent a link. When you click on that, you'll be prompted to make a strong password, which will confirm your account. Remember to make this a strong password that you will definitely remember. To log in after this, again go to the Zoom website by typing in either zoom.com or zoom.us into your browser. This time, click on Sign In and put in whatever info you just used to sign up, whether that be an email and password, a Google account, or a Facebook account. When you log on to Zoom from a computer using an internet browser like Chrome, Safari, or Firefox, you will see this screen. But if you've already downloaded the Zoom computer app, you will see this window when you launch it. You can start or schedule a new meeting, or you can join an existing meeting from these screens. You can also see upcoming scheduled meetings from each screen. In order to use Zoom from a smartphone, download the free app either on the App Store for an iPhone or on the Play Store for an Android phone. When you launch the app on your device, you'll see this screen, and you can either use the instructions from earlier to create your Zoom account, or you can simply log into your existing account. Once the account is made, signing in is a breeze. You can follow the same instructions I went over earlier, whether you're signing up or just logging in. It all looks very familiar. Just enter the email address and password, or use your Google or Facebook account to sign in. After that, you should recognize the buttons to either start a meeting or join a meeting, and you'll be able to see a log of any calls you've made or received. To join a meeting on your computer, you have 2 options. You can click the link that came with the invitation from someone you're planning to meet. It will show up as a Google Calendar invite or a link that they've messaged to you, which you can directly click on. Remember to always make sure you trust the sender before clicking on a link in an email. If you're using the app, it will bring you to this launch meeting page where you should confirm that you want to open Zoom. Your other option for joining a meeting is to copy the 9-digit number from the invitation, click join, and paste the number into the dialog box. When you join a meeting, you'll see this screen. You can test your audio and video to make sure everything's working, or you can just click here to instantly join the meeting. Now that you have successfully joined your Zoom meeting, you may have some control over your audio and video. In some instances, especially if you're in a meeting with lots of other people, everyone except the host will have their microphone muted. In other cases, the host may also turn off everyone's camera as well. In most cases, you will have the ability to turn both your microphone and your camera on and off. The picture of a microphone and video camera are in the lower left corner of your screen on a computer or mobile device right down here. You have the ability to check on them and know that when you see a red line through either of those icons, that means they are turned off. So if you see a red line through the microphone, no one will be able to hear you, and if you see that there's a line through the video camera, no one can see you. So to turn these features on and off, you're just clicking on them. In terms of etiquette, if you're in a Zoom meeting with multiple people and you're not speaking, it is polite to turn off or mute your audio so that noises from wherever you are don't interrupt others. Now that you have a Zoom account and understand how to use the basic functions, you can schedule and host your own Zoom meetings. With a free account, your call will be limited to 40 minutes with 100 attendees. The meeting will actually end at 40 minutes, so be aware of time. From your computer, this is the screen that you'll see after you sign in. You can use this option to start a new meeting immediately, or use this option to schedule a meeting for the future. If you click the arrow next to New Meeting, you will enter into a Zoom meeting by yourself. When you first join, you'll be the only person there, and you'll need to invite more people by clicking on the Participants button at the bottom of the screen. This window will pop up. If other people were in the meeting, you would see them listed here. Since there's no one else, you want to click Invite to get more people to join. Now you can use your contacts to find a list of people, or just click Copy Invite Link or Copy Invitation. You can paste these into an email or a message that you'll send to your guests to allow them to join the meeting with you. You can do this via email or through messages. The other option, Schedule a Meeting, works like this. When you click on this button, you have the option to change the title of the meeting and set the time and date. Down here, you can decide if you want your guests to have audio and video. Below that, you can choose how people can join your meeting by telephone, computer, or both. Depending on which calendar you have, you can choose how to send the invitation to your guests. If you have a Google account, Google Calendar is your safest bet. When you're done, you can click the Schedule button and your computer will bring you to the calendar program you selected. There will be a calendar event at the time and date you indicated, which has all the Zoom information included automatically. Invite the people you want to join your meeting through the invitation created or by selecting Copy Invitation and pasting it into a calendar invite or email. When you go to your Zoom homepage, you should be able to see upcoming meetings. Another thing we can go over is the chat function, which allows you to send messages to the whole Zoom call or to one person. This is a way to engage in conversations about what is happening on the call without speaking. Some hosts will use the chat feature as a way for people to ask questions as they go. It's also a place where people can post links or other resources that are pertinent to the meeting. When using the chat box, remember that even if you send a private message, the host will be able to see all messages after the meeting has ended. So always be polite and kind in the chat. From a computer, the chat function is on the toolbar at the bottom and looks like a little voice bubble. When you click on the chat icon, the chat box pops up and you can see messages that have already been sent. To send your own message, just type in the box down here. And if you want to send your message to a specific person instead of the entire group, click on this line to choose your audience. You'll see options, or you can type in a specific name if your message is for one person. To use the chat box on a phone, you'll want to click the button that says More. This opens a screen that looks like this, where you can enter the chat or post a reaction emoji. Just like on a computer, you can click on where it says Everyone to change the audience for your message. You can view your Zoom meetings in a couple different ways. If you'd like to see everyone in the meeting at the same time, select Gallery View from the menu at the top right. If you want to see the person who's actively speaking in a larger window, select Active Speaker View. Either option can be beneficial in a different setting. So with Active Speaker, for example, if you and a few other people are receiving a presentation or participating in a lecture with one primary speaker, then Active Speaker View would be the best view to use. If you're in a meeting with just a few other people and everyone is talking at different times, then Gallery View is the best option. Active Speaker View can get confusing in a lively meeting with lots of people talking. A really helpful Zoom feature is sharing a screen with the other people on a call. This is great for when you have something on your computer that you would like everyone to be able to see. It is often used for when people are giving a presentation or leading a class on Zoom. To share your screen, first click on the green button labeled Share Screen in the bottom middle of the Zoom window. A window will open with the screens you have available to share. Select the screen that you would like to share with others on the call, then click the Share button on the bottom far right of the screen. If you choose Desktop on an Apple computer or Screen on a Windows computer, Zoom will continue to share your screen with other members as you flip through different windows on your computer. So if you jump from one window to another, they'll be able to see your screen the whole time. You will know that you're sharing by hovering your cursor over the top of your screen like this. And to stop sharing your screen, select the red Stop Share button at the top of your screen. If you are hosting a meeting, you will have the option to allow one person to share their screen or for multiple people to be able to share their screens at the same time. These options are only available to the host. To let others share their screen, select the small green arrow next to the Share Screen button and choose the option that you prefer. If you do not want people in the Zoom meeting to see your surroundings, then you can apply a virtual background. Maybe you feel like your room is messy, or you have security or privacy concerns, or you just want to have some fun and spice up your meeting. Start by clicking the arrow next to the video icon on your Zoom toolbar. Then click Choose Virtual Background from the menu. A new window will open, and in this window, you can select a virtual background like grass or the Golden Gate Bridge. If you don't want to use these after all, choose None to revert to your actual background. If you click the little plus sign below your video, you can upload your own photo to use as a background. You will also see a box that says Mirror My Video, and you should check this to make sure everything looks good. If you do not have a green screen behind you, uncheck the other box that says I have a green screen. To apply a background to your phone, click the button that says More on the bottom right of the video, and you'll see that these options come up again. Choose Virtual Background, and you will get the option for these preloaded background images. Once your meeting comes to an end, it's time to either leave the meeting if you are a guest or end the meeting if you are the host. If you are a guest, simply click the button in the lower right that says Leave Meeting in red. You'll get a pop-up that asks if you are sure, which you can just click to leave. If you are the host, you'll see another option here that says End Meeting for All. Confirm that you are ending the meeting for everyone, which will boot everyone out of the room, and then you can leave. That should be everything you need to know to get up and running with Zoom. If you need more help, you can go to the Zoom Help Center at support.zoom.us. Also, you can always reference this video, rewind, and go back to the sections that you need. Thanks so much for watching, and do check out the other videos in our digital literacy series.